time this, playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, you never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Riders back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
From the 36, Mayfield. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mayfield to throw it. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, Steve 6.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Take 4, take 4. Watch the air.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On the go.
Block now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Smooth.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I got one. 58, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense up.
Hey, Zoo.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Let's go one more.
Now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's put him on the buses.
5.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Fant. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Rock now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open man is Higgins. Still going. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tim Williams. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 43. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
58, come on. All day, just like that. Just
Bravo. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mayfield. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Sam on. Look at me. Go. Now.
Here's Lindsey. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming. He's crashing. He's checking.
Two draw Corker. Nice.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's Locke to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 20.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
70, Indy. Topper.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Pull it high. Hey, wahoo!
Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Got a man open in Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Play action. Now it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there. First down.
Switch up.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Tim Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of ball your way.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Locke again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Antonio Callaway, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. 27 yards on the gain there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Working out of the gun. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and now it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
58, come on.
Yep. Play. Hey, Charlie.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Block now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Hey.
Hold.
5.
Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shoot.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Flush to his right. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 11 yards out. As his guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tim Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet half
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any